Happy Mother's Day, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the channel. Today we're going to do a little Mother's Day shopping, or shopping with Instacart and Cornershop, bouncing around, picking up items for Mother's Day. Beware of the orders with flowers. Most of the stores are out of them, and you're going to see me run into that in this episode. You're going to see me have to deal with a lot of support. But overall, great day. Hope all of you are out there doing good. Like and subscribe if you would. Appreciate any new viewers to the channel. Hope this channel is getting better. Looking to get a microphone soon to put underneath the mask so you can hear me better. But it's another episode of a crazy guy talking in a mask. Look forward to it. And now let's enter the Gigiverse. Alright guys, happy Mother's Day to all you moms out there. Couldn't avoid not doing some gig work today. I suspect my first order here is probably gonna be flowers, and I think that's what a lot of the orders are gonna be today. You know, guys, come on, they're last minute. So, last minute ordering of flowers. So we're starting off with the corner shop, which is usually what I like to do a lot of the days, is start off with the corner shop. And you see my other videos, so you know where this corner shop is taking me. The only place that corner shop has in my market, Costco. My other job. I'm here at this Costco so much, the employees know me, which is good. We strike up a good conversation. I hope to make a couple friends out here, and I'm here at least 3 to 4 times a day, unless I decide I don't want to do some of the gig work on that day, or corner shop doesn't happen to have any orders. Instacart orders here are few and far between as far as the good ones. It's a lot of trash. But let's head in and do this shop. Okay, let's get the heavy salt bag. Get in. Oh, we're in the freezer.
Iceman cometh.
It's freaking cold in here. It is cold in here, man. It feels good though when I'm gonna go outside. Alright, so we're out. So we'll see what the net result is of that Instacart order once I'm done. But it ended up being one. Right? It was a stacked order, but one of the orders was just Mother's Day flowers, which they have none. I'll put a picture up of the flower area. I mean, they were wiped out yesterday, so waiting till today, you're out of luck. So I notified the customer, hey, I'm super sorry. They don't have any flowers. They had flower bushes, just that you kind of plant in the ground and grow. She said, no, I don't want that. I said, no worries, I'll refund. Of course, the problem is, since that was the only item in the order, now I had to get on with support. But thankfully for today, they answered me right away, which was surprising. I thought it was busy and it would take forever, but they answered me right away. I said, hey, I got to get that one order pulled out. You know, they don't want anything, and they said, okay, remove the order. So if I'm right, that one was probably a no-tipper. It was a first-time customer, only ordered flowers. All right, on the way to do that delivery. Man, it's hot out there today. How you guys doing in your markets? Anybody out there doing the Mother's Day? Put in the comments, what'd you earn for the day? Is it rough? I'll put up some screenshots of probably the 7 orders that I saw on Instacart while I was inside the Costco that were all just nothing but flowers. You know, multiple people just ordering flowers, nothing else, just pure flowers. Most of them low tip, no tip offers, and if anybody's taking those, would be a complete waste of their time for today. So you would drive all the way to the store to see that there's absolutely no flowers. You know, Instacart should be able to take a note. I did let the support, right? I had to contact support to have them drop the flower order from my batch, and I let them know, hey, you should put in there that these customers can't order flowers from here today. You're going to be wasting all the shoppers' time. There were 3 other shoppers in there behind me. One guy convinced his customer to buy some rose bushes, and that was the only thing they had. Right? Now, my customer wanted nothing to do with that. She didn't want to be having her grandma. These were for her grandmother. She didn't want to be having her grandma go plant some stuff in the ground. She wanted some fancy Mother's Day flowers. But you know, the managers said, hey, that stuff was gone yesterday, man. My dude. Everybody came in yesterday before they were closed, because I was in the store yesterday shopping. You know, I did an order on Corner Shop there yesterday, and they were loaded up. They had tons of Mother's Day vases. What I'll put in the picture, what this customer asked for. They had tons of them, probably over 400 or 500 just in one spot that I could see. And when I came back, I didn't go back the rest of the day. That was the only Costco order I did for on Cornershop. And according to the manager, by around 3 p.m. yesterday, all of those were gone. And any other kind they had that weren't Mother's Day themed. You know, Costco has a lot of other floral arrangements. That whole area is empty. I'll put a picture up of what that flower area looks like. It's just decimated. So people waiting to the last day. Costco run went crazy. I get it, because you know the prices were $20 for this fancy Mother's Day vase or a vase, or $30, $40. I get why people were doing it, but they planned wrong. They should have gotten it a couple of days ahead of time. You know, 1-800-Flowers, you'd be getting at $80 for the same thing they're getting for $20 or $30 in Costco, but should have got them ahead of time and just let it go with that. But hey, it is what it is. I'm doing this second drop, or actually first drop, the corner shop that I had there, right? I was on a double. It's what we got, the dirty multi-apping, right? In this case, this entire order will end up being probably close to $60, and it was, you know, a $24 corner shop for, you know, like 6 items, small stuff, 2 miles from the store. And then while I was in there, grabbed that $34 Instacart. So I'll show what it ends up being, since I ended up dropping the order. On the way to do the drop, catch up in a little bit. What do we see? At least in this case, the customer did give me the code. Let me punch that in, see if it works. Abracadabra, alakazam, alakazoo, yay, woohoo! All right, let's get in there. All right, and here we are at drop off number 2, and again,
Let me in! Let me in!
great with the customers who I asked them what's the gate code, and at least they put it in their instructions. So let's punch this in and get in there. My nails and everything chipping all the time, carrying all these heavy waters. Got me these new work gloves. All right, let's get at it. All right, so yeah, I am glad that I had to drop that second one. Dang, I just wish it wouldn't have taken me so long to go through the effort of looking and contacting support, because it was definitely the no tip in that order.
Emotional, damn it!
I'll show you what the final payout was. It was $29. The customer I just dropped to, who I've shopped for many times, probably tipped 15-20%. It was a $20 tip out of him, and so it was showing me 32 when I took the stack, right? And so that second customer, I'm sure there was a little bit of a bump from Instacart, at least $3 or $4. So that customer maybe was tipping $2, but you know, for Mother's Day flowers, no. I'm glad that it ended up working the way it did, that, you know, I didn't have to take the extra effort of driving and drop it, because I think they were an extra, what you call it, an extra 4 miles. All right, took a, all right. My voice cracked, that's good. I'm an old guy and my voice still cracks, but anyway, took a $16 Instacart order for my main stores that I go to, H-E-B. So it was only 11 items, and I did check to make sure there were no flowers, Mother's Day type gifts in the order, because you know, these places are gonna be out of that stuff. And it's crazy. The ones I'm seeing up there where people are after getting Mother's Day type stuff, of course they ain't tipping anything. Crazy. You're not going out to brave this mess to get your Mother's Day flowers, but somebody else who is, don't need the tip, don't worry about that. Let's get it going. Pulling in and let's start. Woo. Well, now I'll have to get something for the wife. Seeing these. She said she didn't really want flowers, but come on, I still gotta get some. Oh yeah, there's no way I'm buying these flowers here. They're out of their mind. $60. $60. The wife would beat me over the head if I spent money like that on these flowers. They're really capping on it. Nope, let's get the items on my grocery list. Hurry up. Yep. Alright, this person's got a barbecue going on. I got chicken, I got beef, I got jalapeno poppers, I got burgers. Yeah, they got And I got charcoal briquettes, so we got a barbecue going on here, boys. All right, gave me 18 minutes to checkout, did it in 17. That included the extra 5 to 6 minutes I spent looking around at Mother's Day flowers. Well, I'm gonna go through self-checkout because the rest of the area looks like a bomb shelter. So let's see. All right, heading to drop off this HEB order, and Cornershop is sending like nonstop notifications about multipliers of 1.3x. So it seems like maybe a lot of drivers are not working today because of Mother's Day. And so every time I turn on Cornershop, I'm getting an order. A couple of them have been pure trash, so I wouldn't take them. 12 miles for $22. No, because then I got to go shop, and where the 12 will take you is actually going to take you out to the middle of nowhere, at least in my zone. So it's not really 12, it'll end up being close to 24 miles. You gotta drive the 12 out and the 12 back to get to a zone where you can catch any other orders. So those aren't good. But this one was not bad. This one was $25 for 1.3 miles. 60 pounds was the weight of the order. So I'm gonna drop off this HEB order and then head right over there. So this is what's good about doing multi-apping, right? It keeps you going the whole time. You just stack yourself up with different apps. So I've already got the next job lined up, right? I have like half an hour to get to the store on Cornershop, and I'm heading towards the store anyway. So I'll make this drop and then head on over to the store and do that shop. So by having multiple apps running at one time, you can pick and choose what you want. I mean, I had Uber turned on, got a couple offers from there that won't compete. So today's a shopping day. Hopefully this order I just took, with Cornershop, I don't like that you can't see the items ahead of time, and especially on today when a lot of people are just ordering flowers. But this one, I don't think so. 64 pounds. All right, on the way to the Cornershop at Costco, and I'll put up what I will deem the wall of shame. I don't know how many people are ordering flowers from Costco. It's the only thing they're ordering. These apps just make it too easy for people. Just make it way too easy. They waited till, literally the day of Mother's Day, hours before, to start placing these orders. How much do they really care for the mom? Sorry, harsh to say. You'll see all of these are no tips. So they're trying to get the cheapest deal they can at Costco, because Costco flowers are only, $20 for a lot of these arrangements. I just showed you I was at the HEB and they wanted $60 for theirs. So, you've got the people who are trying to spend as little as they can to get the gift, and then of course not throwing a tip into any of it. I mean, I've got, just look at these offers. They're amazing. One of them is 12 miles for $11, and all it is flowers, throwing a $2 tip. They know they're nowhere near a Costco. Most of these are going to be deliveries to kids ordering for their mom, right? That's what a lot of these are going to be. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Hope the other shoppers that are out there aren't taking these, because all that happens, you're going to end up at Costco with a complete waste of your time. I let Instacart know that at the Costco they're sending me to, there's no flowers. Somehow market that customers can't order those. I don't know what you guys got to do, but it's a complete waste of time. And maybe some shoppers will take them, because all that Instacart's doing, they still have to give you the bump for going and doing the shop. So, but although I didn't see a bump on the order that I just had, that stack. So, all right, pulling up to the Costco again for this Cornershop. And just as an experiment, I decided to grab an Instacart. I'll show it up on the screen. All it is flowers. $9, 9 miles, $1, $2 tip. Just a complete trash order. But I know I'm going to end up having to contact support and tell them to cancel the order, right? So I'm trying to see if I'm getting the bump. If I'm not, it's ridiculous, right? That Instacart is throwing these orders out. I've told them, hey, don't do it to this store. And I'm sure there's other shoppers. I've been there in here today with other shoppers already saying the same thing. and they keep letting people order them. So let's see. Is it costing them anything? If it's not, then that's why they don't care. Let's get in there and get this order going.
I like to stop at the duty-free shop. I like to stop at the duty-free shop. I like to stop at the duty-free shop.
All right, so I'll put up on the screen what I saw. Yeah, it's crazy. All the chat support. So I did talk to people in the chat support, and they canceled the order for me and gave me a $7. He gave me the batch payout, and I told them, hey, cancel any orders you have coming to this Costco for flowers because it's just a waste of everybody's time. Oh, no worries, sure thing. I'll put the chat up, show you everything that happened, and then I'll put the screenshot of the exact order I canceled getting dropped right back into the queue. So if I was really a scam artist, I could just sit here at the Costco all day, take that order, spend 5 minutes canceling it, get the $7 bump, and then put it right back out there and take it again. I see 10 of those orders. I mean, I could just sit here all day and make $100 just canceling orders. That's how incompetent and inept they are at the app, that the support people have no ability to modify anything to prevent it. It's just wasting customers' time, shoppers' time. It only makes the company look bad. You know, you're getting told from shoppers that there's no flowers. Don't send orders here. And I just canceled it and they put it right back up. Crazy. Let's get these eggs. All right, so we got all the items heading towards checkout. And I'll put up on the screen another Instacart that came. Would you guys take this? I was feeling kind of lazy, so I didn't. It was $34, but it's 8 cases of water mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. And it's 100-something degrees outside. And humidity is like crazy. So I don't feel like getting injured today over some cases of water. And I'm sure somebody's not tipping in that order. If it's $34, somebody's not tipping. So drop that one, head in to checkout, and let's get this done. All right, heading over to drop off this corner shop order. So that ended up being a $35 because of the $7 Instacart bump. And I was packing up and leaving. I was just checking. I got a weird notice from Instacart. Even though I canceled that batch, it doesn't show on my screen anymore. They keep sending me notices like, hey, go shop that batch. Man, what's wrong with you, Instacart? They got problems going on. They've got something like 25, 30 orders on the board right now, right? Which just never happens on a Sunday. So a lot of shoppers aren't out there, but probably 25, 30% of those orders are the Mother's Day flower game, right? Where shoppers are probably not taking. I did run into, sorry if you're hearing a lot of air noise, but it's 97 degrees here. So luckily I was packing up and leaving, and I caught a $48 Instacart order, a bundle of 3, one with flowers, but it's to an H-E-B. So maybe I'll be done with Costco for today. I think that's the last thing I'm going to do today is this H-E-B, $48. And then I got to go add up whatever I did, because I have no clue how much money I made so far. I know that I started off today with a corner shop and an Instacart that was $50, right? And now I'm going to do this one, which is another $50. So I'll be at 100 just on that. Then the 32 from this last thing that I did, that'll put me at 132, and then I did a $16 Instacart somewhere in there. So at 150 range somewhere I'll be for the day, and I've only been out for probably 3.5 hours. So not bad. Another stellar day. I got to get home and make the wife her Mother's Day dinner. It's still early here. It's only 2 p.m. So I'll knock out this other order, probably done by 3:30. And then I'll do some filming while I'm in the store, just give you guys something to see when I'm shopping. But otherwise, heading off to the next delivery. All right, heading off to the Instacart pickup or shop at H-E-B. My brain's getting fried. It's just getting so hot out here. Yeah, it's got to be my last one. I'm hoping that the noise will go off for corner shop while I'm doing this, because every time now, they must have some kind of a deal going on today, because every time I finish an order, they start sending me another one. I'll put it up what that offer was. Just not worth it. It was too many miles. Money to mile doesn't make sense. Like I said, it's a round trip. If it's 15 miles, it's going to be 15 miles round trip. I probably have seen that one today. Most shoppers are rejecting those because it just doesn't make sense, money to mile, especially with all the orders that are out there. If you're a cherry picker, today is your day, because there's so many orders out there that you just look for the best one. And if somebody ain't tipping, hey, this is what happens, right? You wait till the last minute, you try and order some Mother's Day gifts and food and you're not tipping, the market's going to take care of it for you, right? Because there's so many drivers and shoppers out here. Every app that I've got on, I just see orders coming and going because the drivers also took the day off, right? A lot of drivers are not working today because of Mother's Day. You can imagine that, Instacart put out stats before that said the majority of their shoppers are mothers, moms, women. So they're probably taking the day off, right? So they've lost a huge portion of their shopping force, right? And just looking at the number of orders, it's crazy to see that so many orders are out there on the board right now. How are they looking in your market? Everybody doing okay on this Sunday? Let me head over to the H-E-B and try and knock this one. All right, 15 minutes in, I've only got 10 items. So I'm really behind, but the store is super, super packed. And had to communicate on a couple items that are out of stock. So today's a rough day, but it's a $48 order, so not a big deal. Hopefully the tip isn't all on. One of the orders in this triple is nothing but flowers. And of course, they don't have the flowers, so we'll see. These really give you power? I don't know. All right, you think this cheese is in the cheese aisle? No, it's not. There's a special area, man. Come on. You know what you gotta do. That's not gonna be over there with all the rest of the cheeses. It's gonna be in the what do you call it? They call this the Hispanic area. Okay, if you say so. Taste of the hill country. Does that mean it tastes like dirt? Oh, hills are dirt? Okay. Alright. 27 items down, 29 minutes. I think I have 10 items left to go. And the store is just a zoo. It's crazy. Every corner I turn, some of the aisles got somebody packed. Now it's off to the beauty aisle where it'll take me a while to find some of that stuff. But hopefully I can get this down. But I still got the flowers to deal with. For those that say men don't know how to shop, here's the women's beauty supply product. In an aisle of 1,000 of them. There's nothing here that says that it would have been here. I used my H-E-B app to find out what aisle it was on and then went right to it. Boom, shakalaka. All right, finished the order, heading to checkout. 38 items, 48 minutes. They gave me an hour and 10 to do it, and I did it sooner. Not too happy, my time was worse than normal, but the store is super, super packed, and I have to wait with support and work out the flower order, which they'll give me the bump for. I actually called the customer, super great. I'll talk about it more when I'm outside, but let's get this loaded on the belt and pay out. All right, so finished loading up the car. Holy cow, is it getting hotter and hotter. Luckily, this first drop off is only 5 minutes away because they ordered ice cream and frozen stuff. I can't understand how people would order that kind of stuff in this weather. I'm thinking they must think that we as Instacart drivers have a frozen box truck that we're carrying stuff on. I mean, even though it's only 5 minutes away, it's 97 degrees. I've got the air blasting full. Stuff has got to be melted a little bit. Don't see how it is. But regardless, this should end up being a pretty decent order. I contacted support on the one flower order. I will get the $7 bump batch pay. Again, I think technology-wise, Instacart and the stores have to get in real-time sync. I'm sure that's their biggest issue, right? Because a lot of they're sending shoppers when the things aren't in stock. And so it's just killing. Instacart's got to be losing money on those because if they're paying us the bump, they're not getting anything for that order. They refunded the customer and they paid us the bump for going to shopping. So if they could get the real-time inventory where they know exactly when it is, then I think, everything would be better. But I know that's going to take a lot. Imagine all the stores and all the world and each one with its own systems, probably running old technology. Most big companies are slow to change, slow to adapt. I know so many still using super old computers. It's crazy. But on the flower order, I contacted the person, super nice, to let her know, hey, they don't have the flowers here. The only thing they had was she was ordering a $40 floral arrangement, and they had none of those. It was completely wiped out. All they had was a $135 premium arrangement, and I wasn't just going to grab that. I don't even know if Instacart would allow me to replace, an extra $100 item. I'm sure I would have contacted support. So I contacted her, first messaged her in the chat. She didn't respond, so I called her, another tip, if you can't get a hold of a customer, I suggest you try to call them, especially when it's an order where there's probably a decent sized tip coming from all angles. So I contacted her, explained the whole situation. She said, hey, I was a DoorDash driver, so I understand. I don't really want to cancel because I don't want you to take a hit. And I said, I understand. I will cancel. I will at least get the batch pay. And I also recommended that she contact Instacart if she wanted to place the order. I was at a different HEB, right? I showed you guys that a little earlier, not even an hour and a half ago, and they were super packed with flowers. They were not out of stock at all. They had so much in stock. And I recommended if she was really desperate to get the flowers, to give that a shot. And she said, oh, I'm going to try Costco. I said, no, don't do that. I said, I've been doing Costco all day. They're out of flowers. Don't bother with that. Your closest bet is going to be that HEB, but it's not going to be cheap, I don't think. I mean, on the shelf, it was $45 for the cheapest arrangement, and Instacart's marking that up, $15-20. So I let her know she appreciated it, said thank you, and hung up with her and got chat to wipe the batch while I was still shopping. So not bad. All told, it took me 48 minutes to shop and check out, keep the items separate. I'll have to do the delivery. Let's see what the final payout is when we're done. It's time for some watermelon. It's so hot, I need the watermelon. I don't pull, you want some? All right, enough being stupid. Let's off to the second order. All right, guys, so I'll show you what the final payout on that order was, because it's a little bit disappointing. I mean, overall, the day's been great. But that one was, I took it when it was supposed to be a $48 order. Couldn't screenshot it because you know how Instacart is, right? That order would be going so fast. So it was supposed to be a $48 triple, $48.88. So almost $49 triple batch, with one order in that batch being the flowers. I gave you guys the story and the lowdown on that one. Well, apparently that one is the one that was doing the majority of the tipping. Because I'll show you the order, ended up being a $30 payout. So Instacart didn't really even give me the $7 bump, because they figured, hey, you're already in there shopping the other two batches, so why should we give you an extra $7 for that? So I saw no adjustment or bump for that, which would have at least taken it to $37, but ended up being $30. So that's $18 lost in not getting those flowers. Right? So I gotta believe, the person who was ordering the flowers, who I spoke to on the phone, had a great conversation with, didn't want to really impact my rating, or didn't want me to get in trouble for not getting the flowers because she'd done DoorDash. I explained everything before. She was tipping fantastic. She had to have been tipping probably $15, $16, if not more. Percentage of the flowers, probably 25-30%. The flowers were probably $60, and so losing her order cost me, a good chunk, the biggest chunk of that order. And, I still end up with $30, so can't complain. But it was a 2-batch, and the second one, of course, again, it all goes back to the 5% Instacart tip, right? If they had put it to the 15% or even 10%, it would have been a much better payout. Again, you can't complain, right? All told, it took me a little over an hour and 20 minutes to do that order. So it's not back-breaking labor. But on a holiday, I normally would have taken today not to work, but I knew there was going to be a lot of orders going on. Figured I'd start out the day and try and knock it out, and then have the rest of my evening to celebrate with the family, and cook dinner for the wife, and spend some time together. So it's 3:33. All said and done. I didn't leave the house till around 11 or noon. Gridwise is showing me I did 3 hours and 45 minutes of actual work. So in 3 hours and 45 minutes, Instacart alone, I have $85. And then through cornershop, I have, I believe, another $50, and that's without tips. So the tips coming in, that'll even bring it even higher. So it's been a very good day. I hope all of you out there are having a great Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to any moms who are watching this. You deserve the best. Make sure your family's pampering you and taking care of you. And for anybody who's just starting to watch the channel, I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next video, guys. Have a good day.